job number J-20225933-2. This is video number 2 being taken after doing some targeted rip cutting. Again, we're back out at the city main sewer, access through the 4-inch PVC cleanout T on the bathroom stack. Connection at the city main, 92 to 93 feet. City main, incidentally, looks like it's been, a liner has been installed into it. You can see the line, the stripe off to the other side for the liner material. Branching off the city main, we have in fact concrete, 6-inch concrete there. We can see a lot of the aggregate in the concrete. Transition from concrete to clay. Looks like the very top there's some remaining root penetration. Counter there is at 83 feet. And 85 feet up there, we had noticed some other roots, so both of these areas are opened up quite nicely. Just a tassel of root remaining at the top there, as we look at it from the distance. The next remaining root here at 81, 82. We said it was 81 last time. It's just a little bit different. So again, most of the root mass is gone. Just some stubborn, thicker roots at the top. Here at 79, another sizable root mass cut back to almost nothing, just some tails at the top. Pooling water also beginning. It was a bit dirtier last time, but we can also see that right there at that joint here, as we enter the cooling water, roots are penetrating, but again cut back pretty nicely. So we'll call that 78 feet. Passing through our cooling water section. Here we have another notable feature. Looks like a lump of concrete on the bottom of the pipe. We do have a transition from clay to concrete, possibly some slop in the concrete joint when it was made. But we definitely have a sizable hump here just sitting there. then transitioning back to clay again. Unknown why there's so many material changes. Another very minor root penetration visible there. Now the pipe's a little cleaner. You can just see the little bits of roots on the left-hand and right-hand side at 67, so it's just a minor penetration. Another quirky thing noted, there's a battery wedged at this joint seam off to the left-hand side. Hard to tell whether that's like a C battery or a AA, but there's literally a battery stuck in that pipe joint right there. More pooling water. More minor cooling water sitting here. So here we have what appears to be a bit of a change in direction. Looks like a bit of an offset in the pipe. So we have a pipe kind of diving down and to the right a little bit, and then after we go down, it levels off and heads straight. So we have a couple of joints that seem to be being used to make a little bit of an offset in the direction of the drain, which is also why these joints are very difficult to fully clean out. We have a bit of root mass hanging in the top. Most of the bottom is now gone, and then the second part of it looks pretty good. The camera wants to favor down rather than looking up at that curve. We hit this section in forward and reverse rotation with an expanding blade cutter, and this is currently how it is. Again, pooling water upstream of that. A very fine fracture on the right-hand side of the piping at the seam there. You see it doesn't seem to spiral away too much. It's staying right at the joint, relatively controlled. See a line is back here at 22. Another larger looking connection at 20. So They're either T's or Y's on their back at 22 and 20. Branching off of a Y connection here. Transitioning to cast iron. The base of the stack. Access through the newly installed PVC cleanup tee on a cast iron at the bottom and copper at the top stack.